With the Super Bowl just 3 days away, here's the most surprising, maybe even the most shocking thing you're going to hear all day today. The NFL is tax exempt. You heard me right. You and I, we pay taxes, but an organization whose members produce close to $10 billion in annual revenues, that organization not paying taxes. The individual teams do, the Giants, the Cowboys, but not the league. The NFL is officially a not-for-profit business and does not pay state or federal taxes on the more than $300 million it takes in dues from its teams. The past year, not a good one for the NFL. Ray Rice and other players accused of abuse, the league accused of not doing enough to address the growing problem. And that's why one state senator says it's time for the league to step up and pay up. The NFL is big business, one of the biggest in the world.
And it's caught for the touchdown.
But in the eyes of the federal and New York state government, it's no different than a charity, like Make-A-Wish.
This is a $10 billion industry, the NFL, and it is currently organized as a not-for-profit. I think most New Yorkers find that shocking and inappropriate.
The NFL is headquartered right in the middle of State Senator Brad Hoylman's Manhattan district.
It is an incredibly profitable industry that isn't contributing to the tax base of New York State.
So Hoylman is going to work at the state capitol to try to strip the league of its tax-exempt status that came way back in 1966 as a loophole in the federal tax code, classifying pro football leagues just like trade groups, except your local trade group probably doesn't pay its president $44 million a year. That's what NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell gets.
It's time for the NFL to pay up and pay their fair share like the rest of us.
It's unclear where all this will go. Hoylman's bill would only force the NFL to pay New York state taxes, perhaps a few $100,000. Congress is not likely to follow suit. Can a state senator from New York take on the NFL and get something done?
It's a struggle. It's an uphill struggle. But I'm calling on the NFL to do the right thing and voluntarily organize as a for-profit entity. And if not, Albany should take the next step and close that loophole.
Bottom line, do you think you'll have success in stripping the NFL of its tax-exempt status?
It's going to be a fight, no question about it. I'm going to need my colleagues' support. But I think to most New Yorkers, the fact that a $10 billion a year industry is organized as a not-for-profit really shocks the conscience.
Well, the NFL's response is that all income from tickets, TV fees, jersey sales, and more, that is subject to taxes. But again, that's the individual teams, the millions at the NFL head office, not taxed. The NHL also takes advantage of the same loophole, but some other leagues have declined. Just yesterday in Congress, a Utah congressman did sponsor a bill to strip the two leagues of their nonprofit status. But again, there is not a lot of support for that.